every time we had abstain and recommended you that you shouldn't use low standard feed because it's you may find it very convenient for the time being, but in a long term you find it very diabolical condition, and it can cause disastrous condition for your pets. Let me show you why we don't recommend low standard feed. We don't recommend high standard feed, we recommend the homemade feed. But why we don't recommend the low standard feed is because, let me show you some ultrasound of a tom that came to us with the very grave signs. And when we did ultrasonography, can you give me the gel? So when we did the ultrasonography, and we find out that bladder is totally descended like a balloon. And in this balloon, you can find out a very peculiar thing that we hadn't find in any condition, and that is a major stone. I hope you can find. This is the stone that is a very big and massive stone. If I can show you clearly with a clear probe at a right place, you can find it. uh, we find a very clear sign of that stone, and that stone, we will measure the size of that stone due that is formed due to low standard feed. So can you show this? So this stone is settled here, this is the territory, and you can see the salinity of that stone. That is a major stone, and I think so that's 3 to 4 millimeter size, and that obviously can't pass through the urinary tract of a tom. So all we have to do cystotomy, and we will recover. uh, Before going towards cystotomy, we will do catheterization, and we will rule out what we are going to do after that. So what we had done and what we had suggest you in the past is that don't use low standard feed, because it's not in the favor of your pocket, but it's also not in the favor of your tom or cat health. So use good feed. I would suggest go towards homemade feed with chicken, boil eggs, boil rice, and some broth. So let's do a surgery here, and we will uh, share all surgery procedures.